Both players see the writing on the wall here, Farah, in the finals.
What's going on, TCG enjoyers? I have a pretty fun deck profile, basically my favorite deck. You guys know that I always love playing Chien-Pao. It's been a while since it's been good, but I saw a list on Twitter from Austin Charles that inspired me to give Chien-Pao another go. And that card that came out in the newest Mega Evolution expansion that gives the deck a little bit more power is the Surfing Beach. So the idea with the Surfing Beach is you can switch one of your active water Pokemon with one of your bench water Pokemon. So it lets you do multiple Chien-Pao's Shivery Chill abilities in one turn. You could actually even do 3 in a turn, which is kind of crazy, which I do once or twice. You normally don't need to, but it is cool you can do it. Because if you have a Chien-Pao in the active, you can go like Shivery Chill, switch to another Chien-Pao with the Stadium, get 2 more, so you're at 4. Then if you have Balloon, you can just manually retreat. You get 2 more from the deck. So that's 6 energies off of Shivery Chill, which is kind of insane. So I've played around with a bunch of different cards in the list. When you guys watch the games in the video, the reason the list is so different every time is because I'm just messing around trying different concepts. So my list that I ended up at is kind of similar actually to the one that he posted. The A-Spec was the one thing I was the most unsure of because Unfair Stamp just felt like meh. It doesn't like really fit the Chien-Pao deck that well. So I tried Prime Catcher and I tried Legacy Energy because one of the things with this deck is Chien-Pao has very little health for 2 prizers, so if you fall behind, it's not amazing, but I just found it was kind of hard to use. I tried Iron Hands, but it actually was kind of hard to get turn 2 Iron Hands, or even turn 3. The deck is really focused on using Shivery Chill and grabbing waters, so I tried that, and you have Wellspring for the matchups where you want to take 2 prizes against Evolution decks, and Wellspring is normally just better. You go against Charizard, you go against Gardevoir, whatever, you can just use Torrential Pump for 2 prizes. And then the one card I think that makes this deck actually viable is the Regigigas. It's your 1 prize attacker. So instead of having to always use Chien-Pao, you go up against something like a Ceruledge deck, a Charizard deck, Dragapult, whatever. You can just use Gigas and all the energy stay in play, and the energy staying in play is huge. One weakness of Chien-Pao in the past is if Baxcalibur gets knocked out, then you're kind of screwed, because then you can't get all your energy on Chien-Pao. But like, let's say you're playing against a Dragapult EX deck or a Charizard deck, you attack them with Regigigas. They can't really knock out Baxcalibur, because if they do, they're ignoring your Gigas, and then the Gigas just knocks out their Terra again. So the Regigigas, I think, is a huge piece of this deck. And it's an advantage for this deck because there's not really another deck in the format that can use Regigigas because its attack takes 4 energy. So yeah, like I kind of cut down the Pidgeot line a little bit because I was having trouble in the early game. So I added an extra Lillies and Iono to have a couple more draw supporters. I added a Counter Catcher to the deck. I think just having the option to turn your Arven into Gust, super powerful. And then I kept the Unfair Stamp. The Unfair Stamp actually works a little bit better than I was expected because you can go for like a big knockout and then you like Unfair Stamp. And it's not that easy for your opponent to put together big swing turns. If you're playing against like Charizard in the late game, for example, you can try and throw them off of like going for like a huge Briar turn to win. Even against stuff like Gardevoir, their deck doesn't do that well off of Disruption, especially in the early game when they haven't fully established their board or thin their deck enough. I'm only playing 3 Superior, but that's because I'm playing such a high count of water. I'm playing 12 water energy. You could probably lower this by like 1 and play another Superior. You could lower it and play another Rod, but that hasn't really felt that necessary to me. The deck relies a lot more on Shivery Chill with the Surfing Beach, so I want to play like a higher water count, and I also just like drawing the water energies naturally. It lets me go for more aggressive like Wellsprings and Gigas, where I'm not relying on, you know, Shivery Chill every single turn or having to play cards like Vessel in my deck. I just have a high count, which I like. So yeah, the Pidgeot line is something I wouldn't hate going back to 2/2/2. For some space, I'd maybe consider cutting like a water or even one of the Surfing Beaches, but most decks in the format are playing 2 stadiums. Gardevoir plays 2, a lot of Dragapult, Dusknoirs play 2 Jamming Tower, the Kangaskhan deck plays 2, Charizard plays 2, so playing 3 just enables you to win that stadium war. So the deck could definitely be more refined. I probably played about 10 to 15 games with the list, but I really enjoyed it. I don't think this deck is quite good enough to probably like top cut a regional or anything. You could definitely make day 2 with this, and you could definitely win a League Cup with this. I would definitely take this deck to a League Cup, and maybe I will. I'm about to leave for a couple weeks to do some regionals, but when I come back, maybe I will unleash PAL on some local cups and challenges. So yeah, that's the deck. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any questions, if you guys have been playing Chien-Pao, what builds you're doing. Otherwise, I'm going to jump into some games. You guys can watch the deck in action. All right, let's see. Chien-Pao, not bad. Pidge, I mean, I have to Iono. And just like Natural and Evo, which does not feel good. Hopefully our opponent's not playing aggro. Like, I would not like to see a Ceruledge, or I guess a Charcadet flipped over. Something like that. It's kind of weird for this deck. When you start Chien-Pao, you actually want to go first normally, so that you can, like, if you're going up against a slow deck, so you can, like, Hailblade turn 2. Otherwise, you need Evo. Because a 220 HP, 2 prizer in the active is not who I'm trying to start with. Alright, Charizard, okay. I'm not too scared. Turn 2, they could go for like Arven, Candy, and Max Belt, but we should be okay. Yeah. I should choose weak to water too, so if I get Wellspring going. I mean, if they know what I'm playing, they'll probably go for the Shaman, but who knows. Alright, let's see what they grab. I'm expecting it. Charmander Pidgey here. Alright, let's see. Arctibax. Well, that would have been helpful next turn if I can get some Friggies down here. Oh, that's actually really good draws. And I have Bax, Arven. No, this hand's actually really, really good. So I have Ultra Ball for as long as I didn't prize Pidgeotto and Pidgeot. Let's see. Okay, good. Yeah, no, this is very, very nice. Let's see. Okay, Legacy's in the deck. Good. Surfing Beach. Candies are there. Torrential Pump is there. I think I prized my Lightning. Yeah, I think I did. Which is not a big deal. I had a Legacy if I need it. Alright, so I'll put this down. And as long as my opponent doesn't have like Rare Candy, Charizard, Max Belt, we're chilling. Even if they have that, I could Could I put together a Gigas next turn? Potentially. Probably not, but potentially. Oh yeah, next turn I have Arven. I can get like Air Balloon and then get into either Wellspring or Hands, depending on what I think I need to go for. Probably Wellspring actually, because I have to Ultra Ball for Pidgeot and then we'll see. But yeah, pretty good start. Not complaining. So we'd go Wellspring, they'd come back with Charizard, then we'd hit them with Gigas. Then our opponent would need like a crazy sequence of cards to win. They'd have to go like Dusknoir, on a target, like a 1 prizer, Counter Catcher, a 2 prizer, and then like Briar. Alright, so I assume they're gonna go for Evo here, or if they got Rare Candy, they can go for Pidgeot probably, and get that established. Okay, PAF and Evo, classic. So we know our hand's not getting disrupted, so I get to keep all this good stuff. So if they Evo into Pidgeotto, I definitely want a Torrential Pump and take that out. So I'm curious if they have the wherewithal to grab a... what's it called? Shaman this turn. If they go for Shaman, then we have to go for Hand. So I'd go like Evolve, Ultra Ball for Pidgeot, Arven for Nest Ball and Balloon, then Quick Search for Legacy. And the nice thing about that is even if they gust my Baxcalibur, I get to keep all my energy in play for Chien-Pao. Okay, so there goes that. Patsu, because they respect them, take a knockout. Yeah, but now Wellspring's going to wreck them, because this Pidgeotto is getting knocked out. Then they have to play the game without Pidgeot. So definitely the power of Wellspring here is going to do a lot of work. Okay, here goes Pidgeotto. And Charmeleon, nice. So I could snipe Charmeleon, but I actually really don't care if they get Charizard without Pidgeot. They're going to run out of steam for sure. And I have lots of ways to deal with this. So, Rare Candy, decent draw. Alright, so it's Shivery Chill. And then Arven. And I'll get Balloon. And I think I might just grab a Poffin just to make sure I can get backup guys. I don't really need anything else. I can quick search for the Wellspring. Alright, then we're gonna do like this. I don't think I need both Friggies. Alright, this goes here. And then Ultra Ball. 2. Doesn't feel amazing to get rid of those, but I think it's fine. I don't think my Baxcalibur is under a lot of pressure when they have 3 cards. I mean, it could be, I guess, but I have my other Rare Candy, so I'm not too worried. I'm not tripping, right? Yeah, I do, okay. I don't know, maybe actually I should get rid of Superior, because I'm shuffling a bunch of energies back right now, so actually I don't really know if I need that for next turn. But this is pretty strong. I could have also considered holding Shivery Chill, going for like a... No, actually no, I was gonna say going for Lilies, but then no, I guess could have Lilies and then try to draw everything instead of going for Arven. Then that would have been my quick search. Might have whiffed. I think with my opponent's hand being so small that I'm okay just doing this. It's a lot of pressure on their board. So if they Tatsu into boss and then they like evolve, knock this out, it's a little annoying. Not that big of a deal though. So we'll see. Yeah, there's another Arven for next turn if I need it. Yeah, because like next turn, I'll bring up Chien-Pao. Alright, I'm curious if the Ultra Ball for Charizard or if the Ultra Ball for Fez. Okay. So I assume this card is probably a supporter then or something. Or I guess they're just going to Tatsu and try and draw a supporter. Let's see. I actually wouldn't hate Iono. My hand's not like incredible. Oh, it's Rare Candy, okay. So they're going all in on the Tatsu. Yeah, like if I didn't knock out Pidgeotto, that Ultra Ball turns into Pidgeot, and their board is very, very stable. But now, like, they have to just Tatsu and like just rely on this to grab them whatever they want. Okay, so they're gonna go like that. Now the Tatsu is boom or bust for them. Let's see what it gets. Oh, they whiff. Okay, well now they just have to knock this out, and that's not looking great for them. And then I can go Chien-Pao double water, retreat, Chien-Pao double water, Arven for Nest Ball, Pidgeot for the Surfing Beach, and then I can just Regigigas the Charizard. And that should be game. Yeah. I mean, even if they hit boss here, like I have the pieces to put together another Chien-Pao if I wanted, or I could just take the turn off because my opponent like would have, again, no Pidgeot, so they'd have to get lucky off their prizes. So yeah, they can knock out the Wellspring. Not a big deal at all. Actually, wait, I can't Surfing Beach into Gigas, actually, wait. So my play is not as easy as I'm saying. I think I'm still fine with a Superior, but I always forget the card is not exactly what I'm picturing. There's hands, don't need that guy. Right, so I'm gonna chill. How many energy am I discarding again? There's 1, right? Okay. And then, okay, so I need to get the Surfing Beach, Nest Ball, right? And I retreat, grab 3. Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, so we go Quick Search. The Evo being prized is annoying because I can't discard it. So we go Quick Search for the beach. And then we're gonna go Beach into Chien-Pao. And then we're gonna Shivery Chill. And I guess I also could just Quick Search for an energy and knock this thing out with Chien-Pao, but I'd rather do it with the Gigas, I think. And then, oh wait, did I prize Nest Ball? Wait, do I even play Nest Ball? I do, right? Whoops. Well, I guess I'll take the knockout with SER, I guess. That's bad on my part if we don't play it, and I forgot. Okay, let me grab some cards that just, I guess I just grab discard fodder, maybe. Like this. Maybe I don't play Nest Ball in this list that I've made. Whatever. Maybe I'm just tripping. I mean, it's whatever. We'll take the knockout, and then like they're gonna have a hard time. But whoops. Okay. Then I'll just Hailblade for 360. I'm still winning like crazy. My opponent, I don't even think it's possible for them to get the knockout. They would need Rare Candy, Dusknoir, Charizard, Briar, Counter Catcher. Which I don't think they have. They would need like Counter Catcher, Rare Candy, top deck, Dusknoir, hit Briar here off the Tatsu. I mean, maybe. We shall see. Iono, sure. I mean, my hand's 2 cards anyways, so not a big deal. Yep. Also, I think they have a bunch of energy gone, right? Yeah, like they need Super Rod to even use Charizard. Yeah. My opponent is probably pretty cooked here. There's Gigas, nice. If they don't bench anything else, next turn I can just go like quick search for boss, knock out Charmeleon. Ultra, I mean they can get Charizard, but they need Super Rod as well in their hand. And then if they get Zard, we drew Gigas, so I can just quick search for Superior. Okay, Fez, yeah, that makes sense. Well, next turn I can discuss this. Alright, let's see. I don't think there's much that can save them. I mean, if they had Zard Counter Catcher on backs, like that could work, I guess, to buy them some time. I actually wouldn't be able to attack next turn. That would actually, in the next turn, if they get Briar, maybe, could work. Okay, Zard, but they don't have energy, so I don't really know what they're doing here. Unless I'm playing against someone who plays more than 5. But I assume this is just Jackson's list. 1, yeah, just have 1, right? Yeah, okay, so then now we just go Surfing Beach, boss. Okay. And then Surfing Beach. And if we want to win style, I can knock them out with Gigas. Alright, so grab all these. Quick search. And then grab the boss. Alright, Gigas, boss. And then super cold. 1, 2, oh. What's happening? Wait, what? Well, I have game, and live is just glitching out on me. Classic live. Well, earlier I was playing a game and Dracloak disappeared off the board. My internet's still connected, so I don't know what's going on here. Well, I might have to cut off this game here, but I won, even if live is not going to let me win. So yeah, pretty easy Charizard game. Like any matchup when you go to Charizard, take out the Pidgeot and the deck kind of just sucks. That's kind of what I did here. But live is anti-Bax, so we are not going to be able to finish off this combo here. Sad. Alright, on the flip, I'm going to go second, see if I can get a TMU off. Guess I start Ogerpon. I mean, I have Arven, then I have Rare Candy too. His hand's okay. I do not like starting with 2 prizers though. I think that is a big issue. Okay, we're going second though against a Joltik deck, so that is huge. That they don't get the Jolting charge, we get to Evo first. But my hand is actually really bad after my Evo, so hopefully I top deck like Lilies or something for the follow-up turn. So they're playing Joltik Box. Well, not necessarily. I could be playing Dango. But Miraidon aggressively here. Okay, so they're playing the box. Okay. Well, I guess next turn I could Saw, but then if they just have Galvantula to get out of it. Well, there's TME though, so that was a waste of a draw. Arctibax is in there. Oh, I prize the other Pidgeotto. That's super annoying. Okay. So I prize 0 energy, which is quite impressive. Okay, this goes here, this goes here. And then TM Evo. Then next turn I have to decide if I go Evo again, or if I can Evo into Pidgeot, Baxcalibur. Or if I go Sob and try and force him to take advantage of it. The deck doesn't play that much Pokemon Search. Oh, also the other bad thing with this is it's weak to lightning, so they can hands this for 3. I don't think it matters that much if I let them hands it, but I don't have a good way to deal with Pikachu either. Alright, everything seems kind of cooked about this matchup, but we will see if we can prevail. Okay, show me your one of Iono. Give me a new hand, please. Arven, okay. Here's what they're gonna grab here. The other problem is I don't have more basics, so even if I evolve next turn, if they just gust, things could get dicey for us. So I'm curious if they, well actually here they can just go like 1 here, 3 here, and they can just hedge. So they can pick who they want to attack with next turn. They have prime catchers, so they can just knock, if I go to Pidgeot, they can just knock it out. I mean, they can knock this out anyways. So probably gonna lose this one, given the opening. I would need like a Chien-Pao boss play like on this turn to feel better. Yeah, not that. That is not helpful. I mean, I don't think sobbing really does much. Actually, the amp for 3 is so bad. Okay, I could go sob, and then I could go like, if they don't get out of it, next turn torrential pump, 100 here. They knock this out. I knock them out with Baxcalibur. But if they amp this, no, then if they knock out Bax, they're down 2, so it doesn't do anything. So I think I just do this, and I have to hope my opponent like whiffs at some point in the game, which is not a good strat, because they can always prime catcher here and just take out the Pidgeot, but I don't really have a better move. I have Fez next turn if they knock this out. And then hopefully they don't draw enough energy, and then I just go from there. But we'll see. But yeah, Pidgeot going down would not be good. They can also take out Bax. I'm curious which one they pick. Let's see. Yeah, okay, Pidgeot. Arm press it. Capsule. Oh, now they can amp the Pidgeot. Okay, that's really bad, because then they can amp this. And actually, they took that last turn, so I should have realized. Okay, yeah, this game is just like chalked. We've got a top deck some good. I mean, I can actually Chien-Pao next turn. Okay, they don't have an energy for Pikachu. They also don't have Crispin. They would have played Crispin if they had Crispin. So if I can hit Chien-Pao off of this Fez, actually I am in business. We don't have a draw engine set up, but that's fine. Oh, okay, there's C-Pao. Do I use Chien-Pao's ability first? I think I do, because I think I want to try and like draw like Lilies or something here. And we already have enough energies for the knockout. So let's go for the Shivery Chill. And then let's flip Z script. Okay, these are all useless. I'll just get another Frigibax just in case. No Pidgey. No Pidgey, this game's gonna be hard. And I need my opponent to whiff next turn, but then I don't get the Fez. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I should have kept 1 in case they try and boss Fez to stall, but I think it's fine. Alright. Knockout, and then let's see. If they have Crispin, they might hit off the prize. They did get 3 prize cards, then they can knock us out with Pika, then it's a little sketch. And then the problem is if I take a prize, they just Blood Moon at the end. Oh, there's this taunting me. I prized the 1/1/1 line of Pidgeot. It's kind of funny. That would have been good if I hit this was Pidgey, and then I could go Rare Candy Pidgeot turn after. Alright, well, if our opponent whiffs here, there's maybe some counterplay. If they whiff, what would I even go for? Would I boss the Pika and like hit it with beat? But it doesn't really do anything because they're at 3, so they can go 1 prize knockout, 2 prize. Okay, they put the bear down already. So interesting. Okay. Here comes Crispin. Yeah, so I mean, we need Gust knockout Bear this turn, because the Pika's gonna lose all the energy, but then if they just have Stretcher, then I get cooked. Alright, they should probably Nespel for Fez, yep, and then just get everything set up here. Okay, I'm trying to think, is there any way I could win? They played Prime Catcher already. Okay, if they bench lock themselves, they bench one more thing. I could like sob the Fez, get it to 200, boss, sob, Miraidon if they're running out of lightnings, then like torrential pump and knock them both out per game. That's probably my line. But no, they didn't bench lock themselves, so they can just Iron Leaves. I guess my line is just like boss this, knock it out maybe, and then just pray. It's a bad line, but I can't think of a better one. Or I hope this one prize card is Iron Leaves, which also does not seem like a good line. Or maybe I just don't draw Chien-Pao. My decision's made for me. Okay, Juicy Pow. But I don't have enough to knock out the bear, actually. I think I am going to go for the Fez line. Screw it, why not? We'll attach return here. Poffin just to fail it. The other boss in the deck. Okay, good. Alright, Sob. Okay, so I need 5 turns of Sob on Fez, and then I need 6 turns of Sob on Miraidon. Easy, right? Without them getting all these like lightning energies, which they played a decent amount. So let's see. You gotta get creative when you're playing from behind. Or I could like Iono, and then like... Okay, wait, Dimensional Fairy, so that takes Iron Leaves out of play. Okay, actually that's huge for me. Maybe they don't play Iron Leaves. Okay, so now like hopefully they just start attaching to Fez, and I can evolve this guy. Get it out of Cruel Arrow range, get them to commit 3 here, hopefully some lightnings. Then we boss this guy, and we get that guy trapped. Then if I can get that, I can win. Big Avantula, sure. How many energies do they normally play? Like 12-ish, right? I'm curious. Alright, while they're playing, I'm gonna Google some Joltik decks, see how many they've been playing lately. I might be off on that. I have not really practiced against Joltik box in a while. Let's see. I think the deck's actually pretty underrated right now. It has a decent matchup spread. I know Diego Casaraga got 3rd at one of the regionals recently. Okay, he was playing 14. What they Arven for? Nest Ball Charm, so nothing useful. Okay, great. Charm, okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah, it looks like most play 14. Yeah, most play like 5 Lightning. It looks like actually a lot of them are not even playing Recovery either. Okay. So here, I'll just put another energy here for now. We're gonna Lilies. See what I hit. None of this stuff is useful, which is fine because I'm just gonna Sob. Alright, so now I need to Sob until they get to 140. So I need 5 more Sobs on this guy. And then I have to switch my target to the other guy. Okay, so they are going to start attaching. So I do need to get this Frigibax evolved, which shouldn't be too bad. I can Arven for Ultra Ball for Frigibax this turn, or I can Arven for Rare Candy the next turn. The boss, they're going to try and trap my guy to get out of the Saw block, sure. It's not going to work though. We have Arven, and I have Air Balloon. Yeah. Okay, actually, I lose to Crispin next turn, actually, if I don't evolve. My lightnings are gone. Oh, they have this one trapped on Pika. I kind of think they might not be able to attack with Miraidon. But if I boss it, this is my only boss, then I get stuck. So actually, I can't do that. I could Lilies and try and draw Rare Candy, but that's kind of hard. No, I can't play boss. I need to save it. The other, like, read I could make is I could... No, I don't have Iono. I was gonna say, if I had Iono, I could Iono them and then knock out, but no, they have 8 cards. There's no way they don't have energy for Blood Moon. Oh, this is tough. I think I Lilies here, and then just try and draw the Rare Candy. It's low odds, but... Oh, let's go. Always rewarded. Alright. Rare Candy, that guy. Yeah, because there's no way they don't have Crispin. But I guess the problem too, though, is if they have Crispin, they start sniping, then, I mean, I have to play bosses then to get out of it. So, okay, I guess it doesn't really work. I need Iono, because if I Iono, then I attack, then I feel comfortable attacking, and like, because they haven't attached their Blood Moon yet. Okay, they're thinking maybe they don't have Crispin, or maybe all the energies are trapped in their hand. They do have 10 in play. Should have enough. Yeah, there's Crispin, okay. Okay, 1. Okay, they have 2 in deck. Okay, so that's, what, 13 energy now? So 8, or no, it's 12, right? 12. So if I take a knockout on this, it's less like, they just need 1 energy to win. They should Cruel Arrow one of the Baxcaliburs. Alright, we need to top deck Iono, and then I can knock him out with Chien-Pao. No. Okay. Okay, let's go. I'm really like summoning everything on command this game. Alright, that goes there. Iono to 1. They have no Fez, no Mew, and they only have like 1 or 2 energy left. This actually has a decent chance of sticking. Okay, so then we'll Surfing Beach to the Chien-Pao. Alright. Get these out. Then I'll Super Cold. Just the 1 in case they boss this and try and trap it. Alright, and then we have Hail Blade for knockout. This would be like the greatest comeback in Chien-Pao history if I pull this off. Alright, let's see who they promote. Are they going to promote Galvantula? If they do, I can just sob it until I'm ready to take a knockout. Okay, Pika's coming up. Okay. Come on. No! Do not show me Crispin. They've played 2 already, so I don't think they have that many left. Okay, they haven't slammed anything yet. Boss, okay. That's not Crispin, that doesn't win them the game. Okay, Boss Fez. I kept the water energy because I knew this could happen. Okay, come on. Boss, okay, bring that Fez up. Baxcalibur. I mean, I have Surfing Beach in play. Okay. They left Pika in the active. Okay, okay. I think I just hit them with the Sob and like soften up the Pika. I don't have Boss. If I had Boss, I win, obviously. Yeah, I think I just... Or I could bring up Chien-Pao and just guarantee energy, so if they boss try and trap this, I'm fine. Right? But actually, the Sob's even better, because then that blocks them from drawing energy. The only thing that punishes my Sob is if they get... boss and trap this, right? I don't even know if they have enough energy in deck to Crispin, is the other thing. They might not even have grass left. Okay, so I think I'm gonna rod the energies back right now, just so if they do go for the thing on the Fez, that I have a higher concentration in my deck to try and draw. And then I think we just Sob. Okay. Nice. Now I feel actually a lot better here. They need like the nuts to get out of this. They need like Crispin Super Rod. And I know they don't have Crispin in their hand because they would have just played it last turn attacking the Blood Moon. I think we might have done it, guys. I think I might have made the greatest Chien-Pao comeback of all time. I had plot armor this game for sure. I was just like telling the deck what cards to feed me. Let's go, we're gonna do it. I can't believe I won this game. This one looks so chalked. Alright, Surfing Beach. Chien-Pao. Chill. Oh my god, this is like so good. Alright, Chien-Pao's goated, guys. This is tier 1. Who needs Gardevoir when you have Chien-Pao making comebacks like this? Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Hail Blade, 240. What a comeback. Chien-Pao, baby. Alright, so we're gonna go second, try and get some TM Evo action off. Hopefully do not start with a 2-prizer. Okay. So this is... Actually, it sounds pretty decent, because I can go Evo, and then, like, when they take a knockout, I'll just go Fez. That's one thing I have been seeing with this deck is, like, do I want to, like, even, like, draw, like, start with Chien-Pao? Because a lot of times if it gets knocked out, my prize map just gets, like, completely torched. So... Alright, looks like I'm up against the Greninja EX deck. This is actually probably really bad for me if they can get a turn 2 Greninja off. So we will see how this goes. Okay. Lilies, oh my goodness, perfect. Well, one of each of these guys. Okay, Arctibax in the deck, perfect. Pidgeotto's in the deck. Is Greninja a Terra type? It is, right? So then I have my Regigigas in the deck, so that's good. I have Wellspring if my opponent stumbles a little bit next turn. Amp is there, the beach, 9 energies, 2 in my hand. Okay, perfect. So we're off to a pretty good start. And then I don't want to bench Fez because it's weak to fighting, so I can get knocked out by Greninja's burst attack. And of course I drew Arctibax and I drew a Pidgeotto. Actually, the Arctibax is this is a really bad draw actually. So I have the Rare Candy, but I don't have a way to get Baxcalibur next turn. Well, it was still correct to go for the Lilies because there were so many cards I wanted to draw for next turn, right? I want to get like Chien-Pao's ready. I want to get like the potential pump. Just a bit unlucky there that I drew the Arctibax. Yeah, like no Pidgeot in this hand either. So hopefully we top deck something good. So, alright. I just don't want to see Rare Candy plus enough energy to use the second attack. I guess Ignition Energy would probably be how they attack us. So as long as I don't see that, I am happy. Okay, Hilda. Okay, that's probably Ignition Energy Rare Candy then. If I see a Pidgeot plus Ignition, we are in some trouble. They'd probably knock out the 2 Frigibax, and then we'd kind of be stuck. Okay, Water. I actually forget what this deck looks like. So maybe they don't have all the pieces, so maybe they're just going for the first attack from Greninja. Then we'll have a turn here to try and get set up. And then, I mean, if I can knock out their Greninja... Oh, the Grand Tree! Actually, that's going to help me, because I can play Lilies next turn. I can Grand Tree into Baxcalibur if they don't hit me with the snipe attack. Okay. And I can try and get Regigigas. That would be our best guy. Yeah. Alright, if they Mirage Barrage right now, I think the game is just cooked. Oh, they have it. And then they can just Pidgeot for it every single turn. So I don't really know how I'm supposed to get set up now. Alright, let's see. If they greed, okay. If I hit Rare Candy off the top and we start drawing good cards. I mean, actually, no, I can just Grand Tree. Okay, there is some life because our opponent got a little bit greedy there, knocking out the Pidgeotto instead of just playing it safe. So now, if we hit Chien-Pao, I hit the Water Stadium. Okay. I didn't have another Pidgey in my deck, I'm pretty sure, so... But I'm going to play this just to thin it. Okay, so I need a decent amount of energies here. So we're probably going to have to hit, like, C-Pao, Water Stadium. So that's 4. I need then 2 more energy. Or Regigigas maybe somehow can get involved in the action. I don't know, it's gonna be hard here. I think I do just attach because I only play water energy, so like I might as well just get energies down. Make it a little bit easier for me. Alright, then let's Lilies. Then if I hit the Arctibax, like it'll be really annoying again. Okay, Unfair Stamp, Chien-Pao. I got the Surfing Beach. Okay. We could be cooking here. It goes like this, and then I've never used this on live. Okay. So then now, and I have Unfair Stand, and we have Fez. Okay, this is actually looking like really, really nice. Okay, so this goes here. Super cold. That goes here. We're gonna bench the Fez. And then Stamp. I think I need 1 more energy to guarantee knockout. And then we play so many, so beautiful. We can Gigas. Fez here. Switch their active. Yeah, so I can't switch into Gigas, right? It's yeah, so it has to be water to water. I'm a super cold. So there you go, guys. That's another example of getting too greedy from our opponent there. They instantly got punished. by me just... They gave me Grand Tree, actually, so it wasn't even that hard to get Baxcalibur. And then... Alright, now we should be in, like, complete control of this game. We just put them down to 2 cards. There's no Froakies on the bench. That was actually an insane turn to pull that off. I don't even feel like I high rolled that much, to be honest. Like, I had Baxcalibur guaranteed. I just really had to get, like, a basic and, like, some energies. And my deck plays a bunch. So... okay, I don't have a good way to get this out of the active next turn. Right, because I can't switch waters, but that's fine. If I need to retreat it, I can just get, like, Superior or something. I don't have Pidgeot, so that's the only thing that's going to hold us back a little bit this game. Is I do need to start drawing that. But next turn, we can one-shot this Pidgeot if they leave it in the active. If they put a little guy, like a Froakie or a Duskull, Arven, I'll go grab us the Torrential Pump guy, because I can go retreat, into Chien-Pao, use its effect, and then bring the other guy back. Let's see, we also have Boss here if we want to play Boss. I don't know if their deck can, like, make a 3-energy Greninja in one go, but now at this point, actually, the Greninja's second attack's not threatening us because it can't one-shot Bax. It can take 3 prizes if they go, like, Gust Fez because it's weak to fighting and then hit the fridge, but as long as they don't take a prize this turn, which they shouldn't, we should be fine. And, I mean, they have this guy, so I guess I have to be a little bit careful with the Dusknoir, but... yeah, let's see. Often, so I can get some more. I'm curious who they put in the active down this turn. Okay, they're gonna go for Bidoo probably, actually. Then I can't get the Wellspring, that's annoying. I can knock out the Duskull. Boss, who are they gonna boss? The Fez? Okay, like that's just like Omega trolling because now instead of having to get rid of all these energies, I can just go attach retreat. And I can just Hailblade this. Alright, our opponent's like been definitely been throwing here. Alright, so we're gonna attach. We're gonna retreat. I'm definitely... Okay, wait, I have to make sure I have enough energy that if I go for the knockout on Pidgeot, I don't just lose the Badoo. Okay, wait, so I do. If I want to knock this out, it takes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, I think I have enough, yeah. I also have Surfing Beach. Okay. And we'll just boss Pidgeot. I mean, that should induce a concede from our opponent, I would think. Well, I guess if they have another boss, they could boss this thing. I have Pidgeotto in my hand, so sure, I'll bench this. Yeah, this might be a little aggressive from me, but I think it's fine. I have enough waters left. But even if they boss the Gigas, I just go double attach. Then there's no way they can keep chaining boss with no guy. No Pidgeot. Yeah, if I get Gusted the Gigas, I can even play it slow and just Arven for Evo and then just grab my Pidgeot to make sure my board's super stable. And what was that, Frogadier? Yep. Okay, let me just go for the pollen, yeah. So for us, we're just gonna go... this. Grab this. Okay, I mean, I guess technically I could lose if I attack with Hailblade and they, like, gust something. And, like, Badoo me again. Is there a safer attacker here from my hand? Not really. Whatever, their hand's 1 card. Alright. Let's get these energies on my Chien-Pao. And then I'll just Hailblade. I'll take it off the Gigas. So if they do get Badoo at least, and Badoo my Chien-Pao, they can't knock it out. Or I can't get stuck. And there you go, I got another water anyways. Actually, was that guaranteed? I had 8, 9, 10, 11. No, it was 50-50 that I hit that. Off the prize. Alright, well, my opponent still hasn't conceded, but they should probably concede. Alright, they could get Greninja, hit this, and then I just go Superior, knockout, get boss. Alright, Colress, yeah. So our hand's not getting disrupted. There, we're not going to get Bedewed plus Bossed, so big chillin'. So that was a scary open from my opponent. I think if they would have just knocked out both Frigibax, they could have like spawn camped my Frigibax, or at least gotten themselves down to like 2 prize cards before I would have been able to launch an attack. So definitely they played a bit too greedy, and they got punished for it, which you'd love to see. All right, I don't know what they're doing. Stop wasting my time. Alright, Ultra Ball now, sure, they're gonna get Fez or something. Why I never play live. Okay, I guess they, in theory, could get Bedewed Gust here, okay. If they play Counter Catcher. They could Bedewed, Counter Catcher, they would win if they got that. So okay, I shouldn't say they're wasting time. I guess it is, in theory, possible to win from this spot. Because the Surfing Beach only works on 2 water Pokemon. I think this card would not be broken if I said just switch like your benched water Pokemon to the active. But the last, it has to be double water. Alright, there we go. Big dub for Chien-Pao.